Hey guys, I hope everybody is doing amazing tonight. I am here to pull some cards for you and see what is up in the collective. I kind of felt a real strong urge to come on home and just sit down at the table, and I shuffled and I just, yeah. Woo, okay. What is this? Clean up. Owning the mess to clean up. Healthy choices, prioritizing, positive changes, accountability, releasing burdens. Leaving all that is familiar, and an apology. Someone you haven't heard from is coming in with an apology. But what's happening right now is they're cleaning up their life. They know that you're over it, and in order to come in properly, they have to clean it up. Oh, guys. Marriage. They want everything with you. It's a very heavy feel. It's an extremely heavy feeling. I don't know if there's silence between you guys or, you know, what the situation is. As I sit here and hold my moldavite. Could be happening faster and behind the scenes, but it feels kind of like you don't really know what's going on at this point. You're kind of left wondering, like, what's even happening right now? And it's maybe kind of heavy. I almost picked this moldavite up and tossed it. I was like, what the heck is that? Is that food? Nope, that would be moldavite. That is not a cheap gem. It's a gem. It's a piece of a meteor, actually, and it makes tower moments happen, incidentally. And as a Scorpio, I'm very used to tower moments and recreating my life over and over again. I haven't used this deck much. This is the Energy and Spirit Oracle by Sandra Ann Taylor. Really like her. I have several of her decks. I have like maybe 4 or 5 now. And I just got about 3 of them as of late, and I haven't really used this one. So I'm going to take the bottom to the top, middle to the, and then we're going to see what these have to say. Actually, because some of her decks are in reverse, I'm going to kind of twist these around a bit. Also, just for fun. Let's see, what does the collective need to know? Some of you may just feel like you're just like kind of out of it and just not knowing what's going on. Anything? Okay. That's interesting. Thought vibrations. 23. 2, 3, or 3, 2 could be a sign or synchronicity. It could be 23. You could be born on the 23rd of the month. You could be a life path 5. Sensitivity and strength in reverse. And I'll make it one more just to see. Like I said, I don't think I've looked at any of these yet. Elementals. Nature spirits, the 4 elements. The glasses. Whew. Actually, I have my own glasses. Those are my granny glasses. Literally, they were my grandmother's glasses. These are actually better. These are my prescription. So, let's see. Resonant choices, signature signals. Like a satellite in space, your mind is sending and receiving signals in every direction. The vibrations of your thoughts and beliefs never cease projecting and receiving. This is a very real energetic influence on what you attract and manifest. A powerful force in your present and future happiness. It is easy to say that your cognitive patterns create your reality. But how much do you really think about your ongoing thought process? This card is telling you that now you have the power to bring much more positivity and self-love into your thinking. In fact, your mental power is growing more than ever. Consciously send out clear and attractive signature signals, and the world will return your loving messages to you. Affirmation: I always have the power over my thoughts. I release negative thinking and choose to trust in my resourcefulness and to have faith in my soul. And I want to add to that, have faith in the universe, because if I am putting out beautiful things to the universe responds. I don't talk about what I do not want. I always talk about what I do want, and what I want to create, and what I want to manifest. Because that is, in turn, what I will wind up with. So, if you've been thinking negatively, please redirect and think about how good life can get. You know what? One thing that when I pray, like, okay, God, show me how good life can get. And I want to say one other thing. And I was homeless at one point in my life, right? I had lost everything, including my children, right? I had lost everything. And every day, when I finally actually got clean, every single day I would wake up and I would be like, okay, God, what do you have for me today? What amazing things do you have for me today? And every single day, the universe provided everything I needed. Even, and I know this sounds crazy, but if you think about it, it's manifestation regardless, and creating your own reality. Even I smoked then. I always had plenty. I had plenty of cigarettes, I had plenty, and I know that's a wild thing to manifest, but it was what I wanted at the time, it was what I needed at the time. And food, clothing, job opportunities eventually went, a place that would help me get my resume together, all of that. It's because I manifested those things, I wanted those things, and I surrendered and stopped trying to do things my own way. And I also redirected my thought, and I expected good things to happen rather than thinking about, what do they call that? It's called, I can't think of it. If I think of it in, crap. It's when you sit and you think about the what ifs, the negative what ifs, so much so that you talk yourself out of doing something. It's if you're watching and you know what I'm saying, it rhymes. And I cannot think of it right this minute. But if anyone knows what the hell I'm talking about right now, put it in the comments. Right? We can definitely talk ourselves out of amazing things in our lives because we're like, oh yeah, no, that could never happen for me. Or, what if I mess it up? Or what if you don't? What if it's amazing? What if it's absolutely amazing? And you never started, and you have that regret your whole freaking life because you never would put one foot in front of the other and take an opportunity and take a chance. My life wouldn't be as amazing as it is today if I hadn't have put one foot in front of the other and trusted the universe to take care of my needs. Truly and genuinely. And God did. Whatever God is, universe, spirit, source, whatever, Buddha, Allah, it doesn't matter to me. Whatever falls in line with you, okay? But seriously, I always put it out there like, yes, this is what I want. And I was optimistic about it. I cut the pessimism because for a lot of my life, I was very pessimistic, but I was scared. Because I grew up in a household where I had to walk on eggshells at all freaking times. So I expected things to go wrong. And that's the way I grew up. Until I realized that that's not how you create an amazing life. You don't create an amazing life by thinking negatively. You don't. You really and genuinely create a beautiful, healthy life by, number one, doing the work. It's not just about thinking positive thoughts. It's about taking positive steps to make your life better. So yes, you do have to do the work. You can't just will things to happen and expect to sit back and just let the universe pile it upon you. You do need to make positive choices, surround yourself with positive people, heal the wounds that are gaping open and pussy. I mean, seriously, I know that's gross, but it's true. There's so many people out here walking around with broken hearts from childhood and relationships that just refuse to do any better. But if they could just see beyond their present and create their future and do the internal work that it takes to get past those hurts, their lives could be amazing. Amazing. But it's really hard to tell someone that who has a negative or a pessimistic mindset and who's used to things going wrong for them. You know, you kind of get into a point in your life where you're just like, you expect things to go wrong. Yes, I have a black eye, so let me address the elephant in the room. No, no one punched me in the face. I promise. I'll be okay. So in case anyone was wondering, yeah, I look crazy, but I'm going to still record content for you guys. So there you go. I'm fine. No one hit me. I promise. Anyway, and that's not to make light of any type of domestic violence situations, because I've certainly been in those in my much, much earlier years. I would never tolerate that now, because I live life differently and I think differently. And I don't let fear, I don't get into those type of situations. I'm good. I see red flags and I run like wildfire from abusive men. I'm good, because I can spot them, because I've dealt with them and I grew up with them. So yeah, no thank you. Anyway, another tangent. That's ADD happening. So hopefully I'm now helping someone. But this is sensitivity and strength, right? This is number 3. You could be life path 3. You could be born on the 3rd. March could be important to you. This is reversed. This card reversed reveals the strength that flourishes within you, yet sometimes remains untapped. Being sensitive doesn't mean you have to be passive. It's time to bring some active yang energy into your life, and that is masculine, emperor energy into your life, and stand in your true power. If you have a difficult time expressing your needs, take action, or making requests of the people around you, you must challenge your old fear-based habits. Because let me tell you, let me stop right there. The fear tells us we shouldn't ask for anything from anybody, because number 1, we'd be a burden. We'd be a burden to people. I know that feeling with all my heart. I do. Asking for anything from anyone, it would make you a burden, so we don't ask. Also, we're used to being shut down in childhood. Like, our needs were not met. They did not matter. So why should they in adulthood? It's like your inner child is like, no, we can't ask for that. No. What if someone says no or doesn't give it to us? You know what I mean? No. Let me continue reading. You have a deep inner strength that can help you do and say all that empowers you. Call upon your own higher self and your spirit friends and guides and angels for the courage to speak up, take control, and drive your own destiny forward. No matter how sensitive you are, you now have the power to realize the unlimited strength of your soul. You got to remember you're not a child anymore. And if there are people that are around you that are treating you like a child, you need to demand to not act like an adult, of course. But by the same token, don't put up with garbage from anybody. I don't care if it's a parent. I'm sorry, I don't care. There's a matter of being respectful, and there's a matter of saying, hey, wait a minute, you know what? You've talked to me crazy all my life, and I'm not going to tolerate that anymore. I'll pass. And you have to limit people's access to you sometimes. You just have to. For your own peace, well-being, and sanity, you must limit people's access to you. Period. I don't care who the hell they are. I mean, I don't care. I don't care if they're your kids. I don't care. I mean, grown kids, of course. But sometimes you have to, separate yourself from your little ones for a little while, too, so that you can have some sanity, That's normal. But I'm talking about more like unhealthy and toxic, parents or older kids, whatever. Unhealed people that refuse to get any help and who expect you to deal with all their toxic bullshit. No thanks. No, you can keep that. You can go over there with that. I'm good. I'm all the way good with that. We're not going to do it. I'm an adult now, and we're not doing that. I'm going to live my life the way the hell I want, and I'm going to do things the way I feel they're right. So, soapboxes tonight. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Let's see. I express my sensitivity and strength in equal measure. I always have the courage to take the most honoring approach, is the affirmation for that one. And then we have elementals, again a 3. So triple or double threes. Threes could be significant. There's a 3 on this too. 3, 3, and this adds to 3. 3, 3, 3, manifestation. But you could also be born on the 12. 1, 2, or 2, 1 could be a thing, and 3. This is upright. This card represents a real power in the universe that few people ever think about. The elementals are nature spirits that vibrate with the energy of the environment they come from. This is talking about like nymphs and gnomes and stuff like that. I don't know. It's talking about calling on these spirits to bless you with energy you need. No, okay. So I'll go here with it. Humor me with this one. Trees, like touching trees. Trees definitely. Trees can send nutrients from one end of a forest to the other to feed the trees. I mean, they're like a whole community. And also, I mean, you got to think about plants. Take what we exhale and make it into a positive. Plants and everything that's of the earth. Stones, like moldavite, for instance. Moldavite. And I have an amethyst that I sleep with. You know, I wear stones to keep my energy clear. And that helps a ton. We have stones that help us ground, you know, that help us with anxiety. All that. They're very much real. So honor me in that one, because this card, I'm not real crazy about the card. I mean, it's talking about nymphs and earth energy. Earth energy is like grounding and stability and wisdom. So air energy vibrates with the breath of life, communication, intelligence, and travel. Okay? So earth energy, you need to ground for stability and, you know, wisdom. Air vibrates with the breath of life, and actually, you know, focusing on your breathing can help people that have anxiety. And also ADHD. Because I never and truly never ever thought that I was going to be able to calm myself, regulate, meditate. But when I learned that when you are counting your in-breaths, your hold, and your exhale, you can't think of other stuff. Your mind can't go 1,000 miles a minute when you are focusing on counting and breathing at the same time. It's like chewing gum and walking. Water brings healing, fluidity, cleansing, and change. And here's another. I mean, there's something that you can do when you are feeling like you want to release things that no longer serve you. Another effective thing is to go and take a shower and let the water start it, you know, from your head, and just imagine. And I teach big boy this, you know, he's 6. I teach him this. When you're in the shower, you need to think about all the things that aren't doing you any good, that you know, bad feelings, this and that. And I dumb it down for him because he's 6, even though he's really smart, you know, and let these things fall down the drain. Picture them, you know, falling down your hair, down your body, down your feet, and out down the drain. All of the things that no longer serve you. It's a great, like a visualization. It's fantastic with water. And I'm a water sign, so I really like water. Fire brings purification, like sage, cleaning, and you know, your space. Not just cleaning it by, you know, putting things away, but by also using, you know, some spiritual cleansing like sage or Palo Santo or whatever you are burning in your space so that you can clear the energy. These entities are always available to you. Consider which element's power you want to tap and commune with the sweet beings who can deliver that energy to you, or just do some meditation things that, you know, relate to that. Yeah, that one's an interesting card. Now, I'm going to get just a couple of these and maybe one moon card, and I'm going to wrap it for tonight. I just felt the need to sit down, but I did not want to make it 1,000,000 hours long. For those of, I know some of you really prefer the shorter readings, and mine usually run on. So, I mean, we could wrap it here, but let's go with 2 of these. Boundaries. Earth shifts. Interesting. This earth shifts keeps coming out. You're learning the gentle art of setting boundaries and saying no. There's a lot of spiritual work happening here. This person, and likely you, are tapping into your inner selves, learning to stand up for yourself and say, nope, no thank you, I don't want this. Cleaning up the toxic behaviors. This could be something that you're going through, but your person is absolutely and most certainly going through this. They want to be with you, but they know damn well that they have things to clean up. They can't just bring you garbage because you're special. You're different. Your energy is all that and a bag of chips. And a dessert. It's like a sugar addiction. You know, this earth shifts. We just had a full moon in Scorpio, and we've got a lot of vibration type thought vibrations. We got a lot of vibratory things going on. Confirmation. But there's energy that's shifting, guys. This says this person moves through this step. They miss you so much. They miss you desperately, and they want very much to reach out to you and talk to you. But right now, they are putting in place boundaries because they know that they have to become correct. This is talking about wedding bells are ringing, guys. You deserve that. And they know you deserve that. And they want to give you that. But they have to be confident that they can give you that. So they have to go through and figure out and get to the core of why they would think they couldn't give you that. So they're throwing boundaries right now. And they're staying away. And there's an energy shift, though. This full moon in Scorpio, it really, and for a Scorpio sun, moon, rising, you know, it really, and other couple other signs. There's like 4 other signs also, but I don't remember what they are. I mean, I'm selfish, sorry. I read for myself. I mean, when I look at that type of stuff, I look for myself. But the full moon in Scorpio is said to really have you releasing things that don't serve you any longer, right? And making healthy choices that will last. And it's got about a 2-week window to really do some hard work. And I feel like your person is really utilizing this window and doing their work, trying to get through this. I mean, they could be fighting it somewhat, but I feel like your person is actually doing the work because they know that they want to be with you. They want to take it to the next level, whatever the next level is. It doesn't have to be marriage, because it's, you know, for some people it will be. For some people it could be, you know, coming into union, honestly, and having, you know, actually trying. Taking whatever your next level is for you, taking it to the next level. So be patient, because things are coming. Let's see. I have some timing cards, but they're put up, so I won't get those. We're going to pull one of these. I was going to... forgiveness. With the apology card up here, also, they know that they need to come and ask for your forgiveness. There's something that they need to tell you. They want to apologize to you about something. So that's really very prominent. They're hoping that you will forgive them for whatever it is. Yes. Yes. The answer is yes, guys. If you came here wondering about an actual question, like, is this ever going to happen for me? The answer is yes. And again, this is not going to resonate for everybody. If that's not your situation, if your situation is not in separation, this is probably not your reading. Or if you feel like your person is going through a big tower moment, like a big shakeup moment, it's probably not your reading. If your person is not going through that, or you may not know it, but if there's silence between you, yeah. So I hope that this helps, and let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments. Come back to this. Save save this. You know, save this and come back and tell me, you know, of your good news, because I want to hear it. All right, guys. I hope that you guys have an amazing evening. Take care.